Hello students, welcome back in the part 2 of lesson number 16 of social science. The name of the chapter is local self-government. In previous session we have learnt about the Gram Panchayat. Also we have discussed about the formation of Gram Panchayat, administration work of Gram Panchayat and the functions of Gram Panchayat. Now let's start with the Gram Sabha. In general language, Gram Sabha means to collect the villagers. Village meeting is like legislative assembly. All the elderly people of the village are considered as the members of Gram Sabha. Now, what is Gram Sabha? Gram Sabha is a village meeting like legislative assembly. This is a common village meeting in which all the elderly people of village are the members of Gram Sabha. All of them are supposed to remain present, have right to cast vote and even to put a proposal. Now these elderly people of the village have right to cast vote and also put their proposals, and they have to remain present. Is remaining presence is the more important thing. The Gram Panchayat is required to organize Gram Sabha at least twice a year. This Gram Panchayat is required to organize Gram Sabha in twice a year. More than twice will be okay, but less than twice is not be acceptable in Gram Panchayat. Sarpanch is the chairman of Gram Sabha. Head of the Gram Panchayat is also a Sarpanch, and Sarpanch is the chairman of Gram Sabha also. Meeting of Gram Sabha is called after prior information. Means before this meeting they have to give information to the members of Gram Sabha. Officers from Taluka and district level remain present in this meeting. Now officers from Taluka Panchayat and district Panchayat, means the Taluka and district level officers also have to be remain present in this meeting. Along with them, government employees of the village also remain present. Means all the government employees which are connected to these committees, they have to remain present in this meeting. Presence is compulsory of all the members of this Gram Sabha. Priority of development work to be done by Gram Panchayat is decided. Now in this Gram Sabha, what is decided? That which work is prior to develop the area. Various problems of village such as village roads, drinking water, cleanliness, light education, health, etc. are discussed. Now, various problems are discussed in this meeting such as village roads, about drinking water, cleanliness, light, education, health. All these problems are discussed in this meeting. Each and every member of Gram Panchayat should be aware and remain present in Gram Sabha. As I already discussed, that each and every member has to be present in this Gram Sabha meeting and they must aware about these problems. The village problems and development works should be discussed, then only transparent administration and the purpose of the Gram Sabha will be successful. All these problems and development works should be discussed, then only the transparent administration and the purpose of Gram Sabha will be successful. Next is Samras Gram Panchayat. When Gram Panchayat is contributed with the consent of all without any oppose, then in Gujarat this type of Gram Panchayat is called Samras Gram Panchayat. Now what is Samras Gram Panchayat? Gram Panchayat we know. We have already discussed about the Gram Panchayat, how it is formed. Now Samras Gram Panchayat means the members, all the members of the Panchayat, when they are elected without any oppose. So that type of government is called as Samras Gram Panchayat. This scheme was implemented in Gujarat by Gram Panchayat Housing Development and Rural Development Department in October 2001. This scheme was implemented in October 2001 and the purpose of this scheme is with the objectives of developing unity, cooperation, harmony and integration among the villagers. developing unity, cooperation, harmony and integration among the villagers is the main purpose of this scheme. Special grant is allotted if the Gram Panchayat becomes Samras, that is, all members including Sarpanch are women and elected anonymously. Means if all the members including women are elected unanimously, means without any oppose, then special grant is allotted to this Samras Gram Panchayat. The Gram Sabha decides how to utilize the grant. As per the decision of Gram Sabha, this grant is used for developmental work. Means whatever the grant is given, this is on the hand of Gram Sabha how they utilize that grant. And almost this grant is utilizes in the development work of the village. If Gram Panchayat becomes Samras continuously for 4 times, then government allocates a special grant. If continuously 4 times this scheme is continuously 4 times this panchayat is elected by any without any oppose, then a government allocates this panchayat a special grant. The government has announced this scheme to ensure that village panchayat election do not create unhappiness, excitement and enmity in the village. Now the government has announced this scheme. Why the government announced this scheme of Samras Gram Panchayat? So that the elections are done smoothly without any unhappiness, without any enmity or without any excitement, means without any personal grudges. Next our topic is Taluka Panchayat. Taluka Panchayat is at second level after Gram Panchayat in local self-government. As we already discussed this, that Gram Panchayat is the base and above it Taluka Panchayat. Now let's study in detail about formation of Taluka Panchayat. The number of seats of Taluka Panchayat are decided according to the ratio of population. Now, in Taluka Panchayat, number of seats are decided according to the population of that area. There are minimum 16 members and maximum 32 members are elected in Taluka Panchayat. The seats are reserved for women. Out of them, voters of these seats elect the members of Taluka Panchayat. Now 50% seats are reserved for the women in elected committee, in elected members, means from 16 to 32, 50% of seats are reserved for women. President and Vice President of Taluka Panchayat are selected by elected members on the basis of majority. As well as from these elected members, Executive Committee, Social Justice Committee, etc. are formed. Now, these elected members elect their President and Vice President as a head of this committee. And this selection is selection is done on the basis of majority. And apart from this, President and Vice President, Executive Committee, Social Justice Committee are also formed by these elected members. Let's move to administration. The administrative head of Taluka Panchayat is called Taluka Development Officer, TDO. Now, who is TDO? TDO is Taluka Development Officer, who is the administrative head of Taluka. State government appoints him/her. He gets the resolutions of Taluka Panchayat implemented. Now, state government appoints TDO, means Taluka Development Officer, and he gets the resolutions of Taluka Panchayat. He supervises all the employees of Taluka Panchayat. They prepare annual budget of Taluka Panchayat. Now, what is the work of TDO? He supervises all the employees of Taluka Panchayat and the work and the annual budget of Taluka Panchayat. Now, functions. To provide health and hygiene service, to control epidemic, to construct village roads and their maintenance, to establish and manage primary schools, to plan to improve agriculture at Taluka level, to provide assistance for women welfare, youth activities, social development, to provide help at the time of flood, fire and other emergencies. So these are the functions of Taluka Panchayat, that Taluka Panchayat provides health and hygiene service to the people. Also also to control epidemic, they have to work for this. To construct village roads and the maintenance of village roads, even establishment of primary schools, to plan, improve agriculture at taluka level, women welfare programs, youth activities, social developments, to provide all the facilities regarding this is the work of Taluka Panchayat. Also, at the time of emergencies, natural disasters, it is the duty of Taluka Panchayat to provide help. Next is Tirth Gram Yojana scheme. Tirth Gram Yojana was implemented on 21st July 2005 in Gujarat. Now this scheme was implemented in Gujarat on 21st July 2004-5. State government allocates grant to selected villages under this scheme. Means some selected villages are come under this scheme and that is allocated by the state government. No crime should have happened in the village for the last 5 years. Meant this how this village selected for this scheme means if no crime should happen in the village for the last 5 years, then only the village is selected by the state government. Production, selling and consumption of narcotic drugs should not be done in the village. Means these evil activities should not be done in village. Cleanliness should be maintained. There should be high rate of girl education and lower rate of dropout. Apart from this, Tirth Gram is chosen on the basis of other criterias. Means these are the criterias that no crime should be happened in last 5 years in village. No evil activities like drugs should not be done in village. Cleanliness should be maintained and the girl education should be developed. And apart from this, many other things are taken as the criteria of this scheme. And the purpose of this scheme is to promote mutual harmony, unity and brotherhood among the people living in village. So this is the main aim of this scheme. Next is Pavan Gram Yojana. No crime should happen in last 3 years in the village. Like Tirth Gram scheme, government choose villages and allocate grant up to 1 lakh rupees to the village. Now like Tirth Gram Yojana, we discussed that no crime should have happened in the village for last 5 years, then only it comes in criteria of this scheme. But in Pavan Gram Yojana, there is the criteria that no crime should happen in last 3 years. Then the village comes under this scheme of Pavan Gram Yojana. And if the government choose such villages, then and allocate grant up to 1 lakh rupees to the village. And if the government allocate this Pavan Gram Yojana to any village, then also they grant of 1 lakh rupees to the village to the developmental work for the development work in the village. So these both are the schemes which was implemented in 21st July in 2004 and 5 for the village development of and welfare of villages. This is all for today. We will meet soon again in our next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.